My own prison, break my back decision. Lord knows I'm trying.
Tommy, turn that down just a little bit. It's too loud for me to have a live stream with it loud. Turn it way down.
A ghost moved my furniture. How can you explain that? I'm telling you, my house is haunted.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't do haunted houses.
Sharon, I have known this woman my entire life. She doesn't scare easily and she doesn't lie. So can you just say something else?
I have bad young. I have stand-up comedies in my choice. I'm a cocktail for the time. I'm a doing business.
Sure. Well, this was your stuff.
So good luck.
Now, I was going to do this. Yeah, you're the high sense of confidence. Well, I'm good.
That's the reason. You just go to
Wow. Gave you a call.
You know what that was all by yourselves.
Yeah, I know. The lights on.
You could when I'm on your house.
Hello, hello. Is anybody out there? Hello, everyone. Well, I had one viewing for a while, and now they're gone. And now they're back.
Stop pretending you care about any of this. Well, I don't know. She hasn't yet. People buried in the wall. She just wants you out of the meeting. So, would you say, okay, first of all, Helen, I can't get out of the meeting, so second, right? And second of all, why did you hear us right about the whole basketball? So that would have oh,
Hello, whoever's watching. This was sudden. We had no plans. It's hot today. Wasn't planning on doing a thing. So, got a few peekers. Hello, hello. There. Hi, Bill. Honey, I'm doing good. How are you? Hello, Adrian and Simon and Rosabelle. Here I am. I've I got up at 1 o'clock today, 1 o'clock p.m. Had no plans for today at all except to go to the creek, and my granddaughter didn't come around. Oh, good, honey. It's good to see you. And she's busy and hasn't been by. So I was just sitting here just messing with the computer. Hey, how are you doing? Adrian, how are you, honey? We, Tom and I both got up late. We got up and took our medicine and then just went back to bed. It has been boring. It's really been. I've watched so much stuff on YouTube. I don't even know if I could find something new to watch. It's wild. It is wild. So, I could have cooked, except it's 80, 84, 85 degrees here. It is too hot to cook. And I don't plan on doing it at all today, except maybe to put something on the grill after a while, which I need to lay something out to do that. Because it's just hot and it's humid and it's storm weather. So, yeah. Where are you, Belle? Has it? Well, we had been, and today it's jumped up there. Tomorrow is supposed to be rainy, but it's only supposed to be in the 70s. So we're not getting into the cold. Yeah. Okay. I understand that. It's been nasty up there for a while. So, uh, it's not going to get any colder here. We've gone past our cold days now. The 15th is the last frost day, and we're heading, we're heading right straight into summer. Hi, Kathleen. Thank you, honey. I hope I don't buffer on you today. Yeah, that's the way it had been doing here, and so we've been, it's been kind of crazy. But today I've got all the fans on, and I've got my shorts on, and my short sleeve shirts, and I got them out, and I'm like, wow, it's warm. We were going to go to the cemetery today, me and my granddaughter, and I was actually going to get out. I've got a mask that I could wear, and uh, I'm needing to get out. I'm really needing to get out. So we were going to go to the cemetery and clean up my husband's grave. It's needing to be completely redone before Memorial Day, and then we were going to go on down to the creek and see if we could find some arrow kits. And all of that's gone by the wayside. She's had a lot of running today, and thank you, Kathleen, for the compliment, because I look washed out, and I have been really sick, and it's getting better. But I went off my meds, which was prednisone, and now I have just crashed, and I have been sleeping for hours on end. I slept all day yesterday and all night last night, and didn't get up until I got up at 8, and we ate a bite and took our medicine, and both of us went right back to bed and slept till 1. So I mean, we just are, but we're bored. We're shut in. It's hot enough now that I don't want to go outside because I've waited till the heat of the day. I can get out later this evening, but and they've asked me to stay in lockdown for another month. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I got so depressed, I thought I would just, well, I did. I just sat down and cried. I'm not ready for another month of this. And, you know, kids are talking, it could be 2 years. 2 years of this. I will be stark raving mad in 2 years. Not only that, but my, you know, I just feel like my life is just doing this, you know. Hi, metal detecting, how are you? And I can't think of your name. Is it Mike? Is it Mike? I know it could go on for a while, and I'm telling you, it's just, I mean, that hit me. Yes. Oh, good. I got it right. Well, ours did too. And Tommy, would you bring me a Kleenex, please? Ours did too. And it's hi, Jane. And it's not time. We haven't had the big, you know, we haven't had a big run of. Maybe we won't have, but we have not had a run of it. But you turn these people loose, and we're going to. And that's all there is to it. You know, it's out there. And I heard one woman say, we're going to have to learn to live with this. But I don't want to learn to live with it because I can't. I can't learn to live with it. My health, excuse me, but my nose was starting to it. You know, it's just, yeah, I mean, I won't live with this. And I know that. So I really got to be careful. There's my Tom. Tom, look up and say hello. Get your head down a little bit so you can see him and say hello.
Hello.
Yes, it can be a long time coming. And I'm not happy with that. But, you know, I'm just going to have to get myself together and just do what needs to be done. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think we're that high. But Jane says hello and Kathleen says hello. You know, it's going to be a long haul for, you know, those of us that are older. And I really hate to say it, but I'm older and I have to take care. You know, I have to watch what I'm doing. And so it's just not worth it to me to be able to get out. I told the kids, my kids are wanting, my girls are wanting to get married. One's put it off till August, and one was going to get married this month, and she's put it off again because of me. And I said, quit putting it off. You know, kids' life has to go on, and if you guys can tolerate it and you can take it, then do it. And you can send me a video of it. Hi, Amy. How are you, darling? Yes, it is hard being fearful. And I don't like being fearful. I don't want to be afraid of things. And I don't want to say that, you know, oh, well, I'm going to be okay when you know, I know better. So, you know, I don't know what we're going to do, but it's bad here. So, you know, we're all in this boat. And I thought, you know, sometimes talking is the best way to take care of it or to handle it, is to be able to talk it out. Oh, no, honey. Well, I hope he does too. I should have been outside this morning, but I slept in. I've just crashed. That's fibro and depression, and you know, like I said, when they said another month of this, I was just like somebody hit me over the head. Well, hello there, my Sybil. It's so good to see you, sweetheart. I was wondering about you. How are you feeling? Oh, that makes me so tickled to see you come in, Sybil. It really does. Bless you, bless you. Are things going easier for you now? I hope. I know it was hard for a while. Good deal. Good deal. Uh, I think I think Germany is faring better than we are. Uh, you know, they've handled it a little better and faring a little better. And I mean, this is horrible here. It's horrible. You know, if you've got a, I hate to say this, but if you've got a clown in the office, you know, a circus act is what you're going to get, and that's what we're getting. And excuse me, because I shouldn't get political on my live streams, but that is the way I feel. He's done away with everything that would have kept us out of this situation, and he has cleaned house. I'm trying, Amy. I am really trying, and I'm going to. Sybil is giving you hugs, Tom. She's giving you hugs, Tom. Can you say hi to Sybil?
Hi, Sybil.
He is. He's doing better than I am, and I really thought he would be, you know, complaining about it, but he's really doing pretty good. But we've got to get moving. We can't just sit in this house and not move. We've got to get moving a little bit. And I have a yard. I can get out in it, but, you know, it's just crazy. You know, it's crazy. There's not a lot to do out there. Clint takes care of my grass. I really don't have any flowers to speak of. You know, I can go sit outside, but that's kind of like sitting inside. It's not really productive. So I told him for Mother's Day, flowers. Bring me flowers, blooming flowers. I want to be able to plant and brighten and, you know, hang them on the front porch and have something pretty to look at. Yeah, I am a fighter. I am a fighter. But I had a little problem the other day, and I think this is what stressed me out. Was I had my rings on, and the dogs got in the trash, and I had to go outside. I had my rings on, and the dogs got in the trash, and I had to go outside and pick up. I'll just put them all on. I have had them on for a week. But anyway, I had to go out and pick up the trash. And then I came in the house and took a shower. And I got out of the shower and I noticed my rings was gone. And I went into a panic. Because they're, you know, they're very near, they're very dear to me. This was my first wedding band, and this was my mother's anniversary ring. And so I got that when she died. And they were gone. They were gone. So I went out. I took the metal detector out. You'd be proud of me, Adrian. I took the metal detector out, and I ran that all over that ground. And I got nothing but iron, you know, nails underneath, because they would have been right on top. We would have heard them, and didn't find anything. So then I dug all the way to the bottom of the trash barrel that goes down to the road. I mean, I'm talking the big one. Dug all the way to the bottom of it. Found nothing. Come in the house, I went through the trash in the house. Found nothing. I looked over every table, under every table, under my bed, in my bed, anywhere that they might have slipped off, and they were just gone. They were just gone. I couldn't find them anywhere. And finally, I come out of the bedroom and I said, I haven't checked clean clothes. And I had took a load of laundry out of the dryer, and I found them in that hamper full of clothes. Thank God. But by that time, I was stressed completely out. And it just hit me, all of it just hit me at one time. And then that's the same day they called and said, another month for you, if you wouldn't mind, please. And I'm like, I do mind, and I don't want to, and I'm not going to, but yes, I will. But by that time, I was completely tore up. And when I get stressed, it's not good. It's not good. It makes my blood sugar rise. My blood sugar went up to 400 and something, and I had to take extra insulin. And, I worked all day. Yes. Thank goodness I found them, because they are very dear to me. And probably the most valuable thing I have, let alone that they're, that they're dear to me, because, everything of value I have sold to live. When her first died, I had to sell lots of my gold and things that he had gotten me to be able to live. And I don't begrudge it. At least I had it. But it was, yes, it was. Yes, well, we have to keep praying for each other, because this is ridiculous, and we don't know who it's going to get yet, or next. And when they open things back up, I am scared to death. My grandchildren are working as aides in a nursing home, and they are at high risk. Okay, sweetheart, you have a good evening too, honey. My grandkids are at high risk. My son is not, because he's construction and he works with a small crew by himself. And there's any number of them that would just stay home if they were sick. So, but it's still, you just don't know. My daughter-in-law's mother had it. And they hadn't said what it was yet. I am too, Amy. They didn't diagnose her with it because they weren't testing at that time. But Amy said she was so sick. That's my Amy. That is my sister, my daughter-in-law's name too. Anyway, she was so sick. She said she was curled up in a ball and absolutely crying, and that the cough is not gone yet. So, it's bad. And she's not quite as old as I am, but still, she's, up in age, and she was a caregiver for the elderly. So, she had to just stop. So, anyway, enough COVID. I want to, somebody throw me some questions or ask me anything, and let's just talk. Let's have some fun, because I am in need of it, big need of it. I need to get to cooking. I need to get to sewing, because I've got lots of sewing to do, and I just am not in the mood. I've just not done it. I'm thinking about making me, sometimes if I just pick up a little project, it helps. So I'm thinking about making me some new pot holders, because I am in short supply. You're ready to sew an apron? Cool. Amy, cool. They're very easy. They really are. Jane, banana nut bread. Yum, yum. It's one of my favorite things to make. Did you see my video on my banana nut bread and cornbread? I give a loaf to my son, and he come back and he said that was the best banana nut bread that I had ever made. And I believe it was, but I actually iced it, which I don't normally do. But I put a light glaze on it with some chocolate curls and nuts, and it was really good. No, honey, I didn't have a pattern, but I did have another apron that I laid down and used for a pattern. But it's really very, very simple because you cut, you put your, fold your material, and then you want to measure from here to here how big you need it, and then you cut on the fold at the top, make you a line that long. You just go ahead and draw it out, and then come down. I'm going to come up with this. Come down and swoop out for your waistline, and then go straight down the sides, and you have cut you out an apron. And that's all it takes. It's just a simple, here, let me get a piece of paper. Not that one, that's a label. I think I've moved all my paper. Dadgummit. Come on. Gotta be a piece of paper in here somewhere, even if it's a scrap piece. Here, I can write on this. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to make a dotted line down. Okay, this is your, okay, that's your material on a fold. This dotted line here is your fold. And on that fold, you want to make you a line across, a line down, come out, and down, however long you need it. And there's your apron. Oh, honey, you probably won't need more than a yard at 45 inches wide, because you don't have to have it very long. This looks long. It's too long, actually. I drew it too long. But this, and this just has to be from your chest to your waistline. So just measure that. And this is measured from, you know, the top of your chest to your waistline. And then at your waistline is where you curve out. And, you know, I would make it shorter like that. And then make you some strings for the waist and a string for your top that you just put over your head, and you've made an apron. I mean, and it is really that simple. And, you know, you don't have to do anything to it other than, you know, just measure yourself from here to your waist, and then measure around how far you want it to go back. Of course, I wanted mine to go back, you know, it was pretty wide, but it only took a yard. It only took a yard of material to make it. So, yeah, it's real simple. And once you get it made, if it's not quite exactly right, once you hold it up and you think, okay, this is too long, you can trim it. You can trim it down. I mean, it's not hard. How much very old special pieces of furniture do you have in your old farmhouse, and where did you find it or inherit it, and what's your favorite piece? Well, actually, I don't have a lot of old pieces. My table behind me is probably the oldest thing that I have in here, and it is about it's 100 years old or more. My dad was given it to give it to my dad, and in his garage, and all of the veneer had bubbled on it. So he took it off and refinished the top, and then he made the base, and I got it. I'm pleased with it. I do have a dresser that you've seen in the kitchen video that is old, and Tom's bed is old. But it's probably 1920s. It's mahogany. I sold most of my antiques to live on, so yeah, I just don't have a whole lot anymore. But I have some precious pieces that I've had for a long time. I have my mother's hope chest that her father made her when she was 6 years old. And of course, it's just a little small one, but he called it her hope chest because her older sisters was getting them for Christmas. And my mother died at 80 something years old, and she's been gone for 15 years. So, it's got some age on it. And I've got antique dishes more than I have anything else. But my table, and I don't know if you can see it, I'll get up. That's my table. And the top of it has been stripped down of all the veneer. And the bottom, my dad made a chunky base for it to set on. And it's really a beautiful table. The side of the table had an octagonal shape, and so he used that for the decoration on it, and really made a pretty piece. And my husband finished it. So other than that, not a lot. I've got my antique 4-poster bed upstairs, which I grew up on, and so it's got some age on it too. That it's probably 1900s, and that's about it. And I would walk you around, except that I'm on the webcam, sitting here. So, but probably my dishes are the ones that, is the things that I have left, because I did sell a lot of it. I have a 1920s Duncan Fife bar table that is really special to me. That was given to me by a woman way up in years. So, yes, I have a 4-poster bed upstairs, and it's got the top that has the scroll, comes across and then scrolls in with the medallions in it, and it's a full-size bed, and it was given to my daddy from the same woman that gave me the Duncan Five table. She was in her 90s when he was working on her house, and she gave him several things that she just didn't want anymore. And so we had a white bedroom set that was absolutely beautiful. It sold at auction, and it was split up, and it broke my heart. I bought the antique bed that I slept in. I was not going to let anybody have it. That's the one thing I was going to have. But that's the way Dad and Mom set it up, is that we sell everything. Excuse the light glare. I know I can see it, but yeah. Hi, Tom the Nacho. How are you? I'm doing well. Yeah. I just don't have a lot of antiques anymore, Adriana. I just had to, I've got my old clock back here. This is a you see it on the wall back behind me? That is a Dr. Pepper clock. And it is a reproduction, but it was a reproduction in the 1960s. So it in itself now has got, it's vintage, well over 50 years old. So, it's, and it's an 8-day clock, but none of my walls are level, so I can't get it to work because I can't get it leveled. I have tried everything. I put things behind it. I've done everything I can think of. But this old house is not level in any way. It has, the house is older than anything in it, and it's settled in places and done that kind of thing. But I'm very eclectic. I have lots of mid-century modern, and I have, I just, whatever I like, that's what I collect. whatever piece, you know, speaks to me, that's what I get. So I'm very eclectic in the things that I have. I like Art Deco style and that kind of thing. Really, really like Art Deco. But then I like a little Southwestern thrown in, and I like a little antiques thrown in, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So, you know, it's just what speaks to me. Really and truly, it is what speaks to me. Hi, Bootsy. Oh, you're sitting in the sun on the porch. Yes, yes. And well, Bootsy, I have to agree that that might be in the same situation. I could very well be the oldest thing in the house. But yeah, I mean, and then I do things with the stuff I've got. I'll show you my little girl I made. This is my girl I made. She's made out of spools. Yep, whoop, whoop. Turn her around, Mary. There's the camera. The dress is one of my grandmother's hankies. And so I just, and it's, like I said, it's made out of spools. And her bonnet's made out of a flower. And, you know, these are the kind of things that I will do even with my antiques. Because this has been in a drawer forever. And, you know, I would touch it once in a while or pick it up and move it or whatever. You know how you do when you're cleaning out your drawers. And I thought, you know, I ought to have that out where I can see it. So there she is. And she sets up on my shelf. And I get to look at that pretty doily or hanky whenever I want to. And then I showed you some of my artwork before. And, you know, and I've got to draw a picture. It's beginning to press on me to get it drawn because she wants it for her wedding. But yeah, I bet you have some beautiful things in your house. But you know, I had children. I had 2 roughhousing boys. So, you know, I actually had more than that because I had 2 and then I raised 3 more, basically in this house. And if I had it and it was old, I'll guarantee you one of them found it and broke it. So, you know, and life is what it is. They ran into my china cabinet and turned it over like bulls in a china shop. And oh, there you go. There you go. That would be neat. Yeah. Tommy picked one of the boys up and body slammed him. Tommy likes wrestling. Has always loved wrestling. And when it was on all the time, and in case anybody here that doesn't know about my Tom, he has brain damage. And his brain is such an amazing thing. When wrestling was on all the time, he could tell you every wrestler, where they were from, how much they weighed, how many titles they had held, and all the names that they wrestled under. And I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. He doesn't get to see it like he did now, so it did then, because now it's all gone to pay-per-view. So he is not able to do that anymore. But you know, it was amazing what he knew about the wrestlers, and he never really forgets anything. He may not be able to tell you about it today, but maybe a week from now, he will tell you exactly what he did, all the things that were there. I mean, it just comes out in bits and pieces. So yeah, he is definitely an amazing child, even if he is mine. But he does have his problems with his seizures and that kind of thing. I know, but see, I use my dishes. I have this thing. It was made to use, and I have my grandmother's bread bowl, and it is red Pyrex. But when I take that down and use it, I feel her in her kitchen. I, you know, um, Adrian, uh, okay, well, I don't know how I did that, but hello. Um, hmm. Yes, Adrian's house is beautiful. That's good, Mike. You just hang in there. Uh, Let me just do this just a minute. Okay. I just put someone in timeout. So, because I don't have any on, I thought I had moderators on this, but apparently I don't. So, he's been blocked for 5 minutes. Hopefully, he will scoot on away. And if not, he's going to be blocked. Yes. When you're holding it, when you're holding those things and you use those things, it just brings back memories that are so precious. I remember her making bread and that and working that dough, and it was her favorite bowl to use, and it was probably one of her nicer bowls actually too, because they lived on a farm, they didn't have a lot. They were years, they went through the depression, blah blah blah, the whole thing. But I absolutely love to use my antiques, and I'm going to use my antiques. I am proud of them, and I'll use them until they're gone, because that is what they were for. And when they're gone, I will keep the pieces. But right now, they're in good shape. I handle them with care. I don't run them through the dishwasher, and I can use them and enjoy them. And that's the way I feel about them. Is we should use them. They were made to use. They were handed down to us to use, to be a part of. And I've got some pretty dishes that were never intended to be used. They're just pretty pieces. But we should use them. Enjoy them because they did. You know, I have my grandfather's knife, and Herb carried it, and he used it. And it's a good thing to have that with you as a little piece of history. All right, sweet Amy, I love you so much, honey, and thank you for coming in. Try your apron. A yard of material will make it. Just be sure and measure, this area, and from here, you don't want to be too tight here, because this is going to go, this piece is going straight down to your waist. So all you have to do is measure straight down to your waist, and then measure how wide you want it, so that you know how far to cut it out, and you'll have it done. You're welcome, honey, anytime. And if you run into a snag, message me on Facebook, and I'll help you out. So, okay, great. We'll see you soon then. I want to see it when it's done. Okay. I have got to make some more. I have found some more material, and I need to make a sunflower one because I was asked to do so. And so I'm going to make a sunflower top, just a rounded, big sunflower on the top in petals, and then, you know, it'll be more decorative than it will be anything else. But it's what she wants. It's what she wants. And I have some things that I want to send out to Adrian and Simon, and I've got to get up and get in the craft room and get those divided and see what we can come up with. You know, I have more plans than what I'm going to do, but I have some things for you that I want you guys to have that I have found, and I think you'll enjoy them. But anyway, Adrian, are you going to do more village tours? Adrian took us on a walk the other day. It was absolutely beautiful. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was a perfect day for a walk. A little windy, but it was beautiful, sunny. And in case y'all don't know, Adrian is metal detecting UK, and he's with metal detectors of Dorset. I'll put that on there because I have other metal detectors in here too. Anyway, he's he lives in the United Kingdom, and he has been taking us on some village tours and knows the history, and it's just lovely to watch. Lovely to watch. I have very few places to, you know, take you on a walk, but I did want to go to the creek today, really bad. Kind of wanted to go, not metal detecting, but arrowhead hunting, and see what I could come up with. We've had lots of rain and should have lots of stuff maybe out that has not been out before, and would like to see if I can find some. And so I was thinking I would take my phone along and do that while I was out, but that depends on whether or not you can get on YouTube, because I can't videotape on mine and get it to upload for some reason from my phone to YouTube. It doesn't want to. It says the file's too big and that I can't upload it. So it puts me in a quandary. Thank you, Adrian. Oh, yes. Yes, it would. And in case y'all aren't seeing that, it says yesterday we walked around an 800-year-old church. How cool is that? Hello, Kathy. I didn't see you on a while ago. I started to send you a message, and I didn't see you were on. And you had said you were going to the RV camp, so I just came on. Adrian asked me to come on and said, "Come talk. We need to hear your voice." So here I am. And I love you, sis. I was actually going to see if you wanted to go on with me and just chat, but you know, we're not having a big crowd. We're just having a good conversation here. They're just listening to me yak. My grandmother would look at me and say, yak, yak, yak. Did you go to the RV park, Kathy? Did you get to take your trip out? Oh, really? Did you ever find it, honey? That's right. Just the comfy crowd. I just do not do the sales anymore. I can't afford them. They were breaking me, and I had to just say, okay, you know better than this, enough is enough, because I couldn't leave it alone. And then I all of a sudden just had this abundance of crap everywhere that now I need to get rid of. Oh, it's in your on your son's land. Oh, well, good. Oh, how cool is that, Bootsy? How cool is that? They are stressful, and I don't want to deal with them. I've still got to send you your wall hanging, which is what my picture was. Adrian, was Cathys wall hanging that I had give away, and it's a collage, a fabric collage. And I could open it up and show it to him, because by the time I get that to the mailbox, he's going to have to be in a new envelope anyway. Oh. I'll just open it. I've got envelopes upstairs. So we're going to open this. It's not even stuck down that hard. I may be able to save this one with a little tape. Hello, Laura. How are you, darling? I know if I don't get it sent to you. And, you know, you've got to. Uh-oh, tore the flap. So that, okay, new one. New envelope. That's all right. Well, wait till you see it again, and you're really going to want it. If I can get it straightened out, because it really needs to be pressed now. Okay, we get it straightened out here. It's gotten wrinkled. But this is her wall hanging, and it has pushed that leaf down, but anyway, it is it has lace, and I've made all the fabric flowers and and the butterflies, and I can't keep it in the screen. There. So that's some of what I do on my quilting, and this is the way I will make the apron too, this sunflower right here. So anyway, that's her wall hanging if I ever get it there. It's been months, and it has to be, it'll have to be pressed. So yeah, I wish I had some of my quilts down here that you could see some of my quilts. I have a couple of Tommies, but they're sports quilts. And I love it too, Kathy. I need to send it to you. I really do, honey. So I'll try to get that out. Maybe I can get Lori to take it to the post office. I've got several things that need to go out, but I have, I don't have a printer. My printer quit working, so I can't get put the labels on them and just send them here directly from home. They've got to go to the post office and be handled at the post office. So I hate that, and I hate that. But because it'll take longer. So yes, I'm proud that you have that. I want, it tickles me that you have a piece of my stuff. And I have at least 4 queen size quilts, a king size quilt that I need to finish. I have a couple of throws that need to be finished, and I have a baby blanket that needs to be finished, and I still want to make pot holders. And I'm going to make some. I'm going to design my own pot holders. I'm going to draw on them, and I am going to paint them, and I am going to make them out of my own creations. So that I could do on a live stream. I get my camera set up, and I think they're going to be cool. I'm going to draw, just fanciful flowers on them, and I'm going to paint them with my markers, and then I will quilt them around all that and make yes, they're small, and I need to get something. I need to do something to get myself motivated to quilt again, because I'm putting this blanket off, my baby blanket off, but I'm broken hearted over it. He's 3 months old, and I'm not going to hold him. I didn't get to see him born. I've not been able. I held him once, and it was for like 5 minutes. And I need to hold that child and love that child. That's my baby. So anyway, I'll get it, but I'm not motivated to do it. For one thing, it didn't have enough color in it. They wanted it gray and white. Gray and white for a baby. Grady wanted to make it colorful and fun with bugs and, all sorts of stuff. And it is going to be nice, because it's a nice little pattern, and I am appliquing it and doing all that stuff on it, but it's not grandma style. I like to make them grandma style. So anyway, I've got to do that. But, am I buffering any, and is everything holding good? Because I'm on StreamYard. I'm not looking at YouTube. Well, yeah, but she didn't want elephants. She wanted clouds and moon and stars, which sounds fine on a gray background, which sounds like a stormy day to me. And, where did you chat with Laura? Where did you see Laura, sweetheart? That's cool that you got to chat. Okay, sorry, but it's cigarette time. Oh, Jane, what'd you put in the oven, sweetheart? Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Yes, yes, yes. Laura, I had completely forgotten that. Isn't that sad? My brain doesn't work half like it should. Yeah, I do remember. I do remember now. I'm so sorry. Oh, yes, your banana bread. See, I didn't even remember Jane's banana bread she said she was making. Oh my gosh. Yes, Laura, you did so good too. I think we should do it again, don't you? I think we should do it again. Well, that could be my fault because you know I chat. I am a chatterbox. My brain is not okay, Jane. It really is not. But I'm happy. And as long as I'm happy, it's all good. Mhm. I've got to join you on that one. I've got to get my stuff down so I can. I want to finish my journal. And that will bust my stash because I want to put some older papers in it and do some stuff like that. Uh, yes, Laura. Yes. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Tommy's got the television on, and you're probably hearing a couple of fans. And then I was tapping the desk. Sorry, that's a habit. Are you, Jane? Yay. Yeah, my fans are on full blast because my air conditioner is still covered, but it's hot here today, really hot. So I've got all the fans going and one going on the floor and pointed right at me, I might add. Oh, Bootsy, I'm so glad you come in, honey. Tell your husband hi and thank you so much for coming in. And you know I love you. Mwah. Have a good night. Yeah, I think it's the television. Tammy's watching Nancy Drew, as a matter of fact. And as long as you can't hear the words real well, we'll be okay. But he's watching Nancy Drew because I had to pick something out, and I thought, it's a young adult mystery. You should enjoy that. So, bye, honey. Oh, I just love Bootsy. Such a good man. He's such a good man. He's he likes to travel, and I would have loved to have seen him searching that graveyard. That would have been fun. And I don't think there's a whole lot in here to thumbs up, sweetheart, but we're okay. The good crowd is here. That's the way I feel. The good crowd's here. I love it. I love it. I need to. Nobody said anything. I'm glad you are. Is it doing okay on YouTube? Because I have not checked. I'm just sitting here chatting on StreamYard and haven't even gone in to see if it's working. Yes, wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. Good. Thanks, Laura. Because I just didn't even, I hadn't even thought about it. I'm just on and I can see the chat and the same picture that I always see on YouTube. So I hadn't even thought about it. But I need to think about something for dinner after a bit, and I haven't thought about that either, and I have no clue what it's going to be. And if you said stand on your head and you fell on the floor. Yeah. Uh-huh. Thank you, Kathy. Yes, you're trying. I'm upside down and backwards, and we're dancing on the ceiling. We're supposed to do that at least once a live stream, aren't we? Oh, that's funny. Dancing on the ceiling is fun. Oh, Kathy, hush. Oh, that sounds good. I haven't got a thing laid out, and I honestly need to get it laid out. It's 4:30, and I haven't got it laid out, and I don't know what I'll fix. I may make us some bacon and egg sandwiches. Yeah, this old gal would. No, it's not going to be PB&J. I'm going to make bacon and egg and cheese sandwiches. That sounds good to me. Yeah, I'd have to fly over there and get you up out of the floor, dadgummit. Taco tonight? That sounds good too. I've had some frozen hamburger that would probably fry up pretty quickly. It's, I put it in thin in the packages. So, but I do have some burrito shells. I could make burritos, which sounds pretty good. Tom says, why don't you do some burritos? Did you hear him? Yeah, well, that's, if I could, I'd send to Taco Bell after them, but Adrian, it choked me up. I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm gonna have a coughing fit. Excuse me. Excuse me, excuse me. I'm laughing too much. Are you talking about your coccyx? I did turn kind of red in the face. Whew. That was a good one. Of course, it doesn't help that I have this cigarette in my hand. But oh, Kathy. Oh, oh. Oh, oh my. Now you've embarrassed me. Oh God. Oh. I don't embarrass easy. Oh, Lord, I'm too old to get embarrassed anyway. I've just said it and I'll say it again. I love that man. I know. I'm ready to start. I'd love to go over and see. I've got lots of stuff to sell. If I sold out my craft room, I'd have a lot of stuff to sell. I didn't have stuff left over and probably could buy a ticket. Adrian, Adrian. I sure wouldn't be able to walk around the villages like he does. I know I wouldn't be able to. It is magical looking, but he walked so fast. I was like, wow. You pick me up at the street corner up above because that's where I'll be. I know. I love it. I love it, Kathy. Oh my gosh. It's so dark behind me right now. I don't know. I need to turn on that overhead light, but you know, I don't want to. Oh, you can run fast, but not far. Well, I would want you to run from me, towards me maybe, but not from me. Yes, I just love Rosabelle. She is such a doll, baby. Mm, so cute. She is so much like my Annabelle, except she's a little more outgoing than my Annabelle is. But she just, yeah. See, that's the question. Are you running away from me or towards me, Adrian? Because if I come over there, if you're running away from me, I'm not coming. There you go. That's diplomatic. Now I'm like that about a snake. If I see a snake, let me tell you, my feet say run, and I do. I do. I'm just gone. And I tell you what, even with bronchitis, I have moved fast enough to save a child's life that was drowning. You get that adrenaline moving, and you will move. You will move, regardless of what's wrong with you. We were down at the lake, and one of my friends' grandbabies got in there, and she had a life jacket on, and it turned her upside down in the water, and she could not get back up. Her feet was off the bottom. She wasn't not tall enough to push off the bottom to come back up. She was in deep trouble. And I hollered that baby, and the next thing I know, I was in that water, and I had that child out of that thing like you would not believe, before anybody could even respond to that child. And I mean, I was just gone. And she had swallowed a lot of water. It was not good. She was okay. She was okay. She hadn't, she didn't drown, but she would have in a few minutes. And that scared me to death. So yeah, if you get some adrenaline behind you, you can move. I don't even like to think about it. And it happened so fast. It happened so fast. But, you know, that's the way things do, though. So anyway, yeah. Well, sweetheart, I'd follow you any day. Sorry, but I would. It's a shame that we're half the world apart. Bet I would. Yeah, well, you know what, honey, there was no well done. It was I didn't even think. I mean, honestly, I didn't even think, or I didn't think I was thinking, because I hollered that baby, and the next thing I knew, I had her out of the water. And honestly, there was nothing like that was saying, get her up, pull her up, get her, it was just done. It was just done. And she really scared me. Really, really, it really scared me. And like I said, the adrenaline kicks in, and you can move mountains. You can move mountains. So, but it seems like I've got a pretty good sized lay. I ought to be over here seeing what I look like on YouTube. And well, since it's not even up on my YouTube, let's see if it's right there. I'm a checking. Okay, Kathy. I'm checking what it looks like. I'm a checking. Okay, Kathy. I'm checking what it looks like. I'm a checking. Okay, Kathy. I'm checking what it looks like. Why am I echoing? It's repeating. Why am I echoing? Oh, never mind. I got my sound on. It's repeating. Okay. It turned on. I did. I turned the sound off. But there is a big lag.
Thanks for repeating what you're saying.
Yes, Adrian. I mean, you just do. It's not, you don't think, you just do. Okay, I'm going back to StreamYard. I can't handle that. Oh, Tom. Kathy says hi.
Hi, Kathy.
Yeah, and did you really have time to think, or did you just go? I mean, it's really strange, because when you look back on it, there's not a conscious thought of get up and do it. You just get up and do it. And oh man, I'm so glad you were there. It's really like I said, it's not a thought process. It is, I guess it is, but the thoughts are so fast in your brain that you really do not realize that you've even had those. You just do. You just do. My Tom is in a loving mood today. I think he's thinking of burritos. Okay, would you like to go lay some hamburger out?
Have some hamburger.
Yeah, you can get it out of the freezer, and I would make you some burritos. You're getting my hair.
Well, you don't need a smell.
I know you were doing that. It's about to choke me now. Does it know how strong it was? Oh,
Well, where is some hamburger at? Mama, where is some
yes, I
hamburger
know.
at?
I know, Kathy. I know. In the freezer, Tom,
Freezer.
up on the top shelf. And Lord have mercy, I'm going to have to make burritos now, kids. I don't want to make burritos. I don't want to make them. Oh, I just didn't want to do anything today. That's about how old this child was. She was about 4. And she was just, and she had her life jacket on. But the problem is she was top heavy with the life jacket. And when it flipped her over, it flipped her head right down in the water. And, well, we're out. We had ate all of them. That's up on the top shelf of the freezer, Tom. You'll never find them. You will never find hamburger. Hamburger, Tom. You're looking for hamburger. So anyway, but I do have shells, and I have the beans, and I have the chilies, and I have all the stuff to go in them. So yeah, it can make, yeah. And I'm surprised. I don't know that she is. She's grown now, and has maybe of her own. But is that it, or is that pork chops? No, that's it. But that's too much. Is there a smaller bag? My brother was always afraid of water. Always. His whole life. I can remember him being afraid of water. We would go to the creek, and if he tried to swim in the creek, he hit the water with his fist. I mean, he learned how to swim somewhat, but I mean, it was just like this. He was scared to death of the water, and he finally admitted it, that he was terrified of the water. Well, now he's 68 years old, and this man spends 3/4 of his time on the creeks in a canoe, turning over. And he loves it. He absolutely loves it. But most of the waterways they're on is not deep. It's, you can stand up in them. So, he doesn't have to worry so much about the bigger water. And he's with people all the time. So that it's funny how in his later years he just flipped over to wanting to do kayaking and canoeing and that kind of thing. Oh, I'd turn one over every 5 minutes if I was in one. But I love to swim, and I love the water. I love the water. And of course, now I don't have a lot of air for the water, but I do love to swim, and I enjoy it. And when I was at the ocean, I only got to get my feet wet. I didn't get to get in it, and I would love to go to the ocean and actually stay long enough to have at least a wave with me. So, here I am. Come hit me. Give me wet. Because I don't know that I want to swim in the ocean, but I would like to go to the ocean and actually say that I've gotten wet. That's it. That's what we need right there. That's it. Okay, lay that out. You got stuck under kayaks twice? Ooh. Yeah, no kidding. I would love to have a paddle boat. It would be fun, just on your feet. I know, sweetheart. I know, but I can't move there. Tommy will not move. He is where he is. Hi, Shannon. How are you, honey? I look at Shannon's pictures. She's always got such pretty pictures of water and stuff. And oh, that's cool. That's cool, Laura. I love the mountains. I do love the mountains. I'm doing pretty good, other than I'm coughing a little bit today, but it's because I've been yakking my full head off. Yeah, what were you thinking? I know that feeling. What in the world was I thinking? I've laid in the bed too long the last couple of days. That's what's part of what's wrong with me, this coughing. Would you get me some water, please? You bet. Well, that's kind of what I was thinking about Shannon. Wasn't going to say it, but yeah, I'd have to have a wide one. Well, hello, Clint. How are you, hon? Shannon, I don't think you are either, but I know I am. It would be like wide load. I'd have to have a sign on it, and on the back, wide load. Oh, Adrian, at least you're in there alone.
Where's the burrito shells been put?
They're in the refrigerator. Now, that stuff I can get out, Tom, and I'm not going to go off this live stream to come and do that yet. We're going to, they're in the refrigerator. Yes, that's fine.
Said I'm just wondering over there, Mom.
Well, they're in the refrigerator, and so the beans are in the cabinet. I've got the stuff. We'll get it done. I've started something. In case you all don't know, I have started a process here that is not going to end well. Because Tom is ready for this food. He is ready. I guess that I could shut this off and go live on the phone and go in there and make my burritos. Adrian, I didn't see you at Rachel and Jamie's today. And I think they're going live tonight again. They're getting lollipop won't help, buddy. And you can just see this man behind me. That's not going to work. Were you? Well, I went in for a little while, and Rachel was cooking up a storm. She had made a full meal on her live stream today, and she made a chicken pot pie and roasted potatoes, and I don't know if it was sweet potatoes or carrots on the top of the stove, but I couldn't tell. And then 2 loaves of banana nut bread, and I don't know what all. She was cooking up a storm, and it looked good. It really looked good. But Jamie says I remind him of his sweet Nan, and so I said, uh, "This Nan loves you too." And so Rachel said, "Are you going to adopt us now?" She said, "You're not old enough to be my Nan. Maybe Mom, but not Nan." Yes, I'm going to adopt them. I tend to adopt people. But Jamie, every time he leaves a comment, he says, "You so remind me." Every time he says, "You so remind me of my sweet Nan." And so Jamie said, "That's all right, Rachel. You can say Mom. I'm going to say that's my Nan." I know. I know. There you go. Like Rick Van Winkle. I just sleep my life away and see it just preserves. Yeah, right. There's a whole lot of difference between my picture that Adrian wanted me to put up and now. Couple of years. Couple of years. But I do like that picture because I was terribly happy in it. You can tell by that smile. I love to laugh and cut up and have fun, and that's what we should be doing, especially now. And this has helped me a bunch because I have been depressed, and I really have been depressed. I think that's the reason I was sleeping. And it was like I said, that hit me with like a ton of bricks. You've got another month to go. No, I don't. Hey, maybe I could get my son to help me out for a birthday present. Come over in October. Oh, that'd be fun. By October, maybe everything would be open, including the flights, because right now they're all still locked down, I think. Well, hello, Mart. How are you, honey? Oh, cool. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. How are you doing, Mart? Yes, well, it does, especially when you get a new one and you're not certain of it. Did you get the camera? Everybody's coming in now. I love it. It's good to see you. Yeah, that's cool. I'm all for that. They're all my, they're all great friends. Good people. Good people. There's the reply. I knew it was coming. My house looks a mess. Tom's bed's unmade in the living room. Blankets thrown all over everywhere. Yes, he does good live streams. I like Mark's live streams. They're fun. They are fun. I take you for a walk around my other part of my house, but it is a mess. I'm telling you, there's everything under the sun is out. Nothing's been picked up. Are you making bread again today? Oh, Shannon, you need to put that on your channel, baby. I'm going to talk to you later, hon. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you, honey. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. I I don't know. I'm just me. I mean, ice cream bread. Oh, Lord have mercy, Shannon. You've got to film that, honey. You've got to do some filming. Has anybody heard of ice cream bread? I hadn't. I bet that's good. Speaking of ice cream, that was part of the reason why my blood sugar went up so high. Until this lockdown, my blood sugar had been normal. I was still on medicine, but my blood sugar had been normal. And now it has been so out of whack, so completely out of whack that I can't believe it. I need to try to stretch out just a little bit and set up. I have been leaning forward too long. Oh, thank you, honey. I can't wait for Simon and Adrian to be able to stream again. It has just been too long. We need some good laughs in your live streams too. I laugh like this when I'm in there. Y'all just don't hear me. And you don't want to put me on because I'd take over the show. I'm watching the chat. I'm sorry. I should just keep rambling, but you know, every now and then you just got to stop and watch the chat. So, here's what I was doing. Mine are not changing a whole lot, my subs, but you know, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I've changed my name twice. That hurts. And well, it doesn't help. It didn't really hurt, but it doesn't help. And you know, it's what it is, and I have got to figure out exactly what I want to do. Or I don't have to figure out anything. This is my problem. I don't want to figure out anything. I want to do what I want to do. I want to live stream and chat, or I want to craft, or I want to, you know, I have those moments right at this moment. there's not a lot of crafting or doing in me. I haven't felt like it. I've kind of come down off of that medicine and I kind of hit bottom. And right now I just want to do what I'm doing, which is sitting and relaxing, kind of getting myself back acclimated to something. So, you know, so that's the reason why the many moods of Mary, basically, because I do have moods. I have my ups and downs, and I have my I don't want to do moods. And my, oh, today I think I'll do that. And then it's all day. I do it all day. You know, it's so as long as I can maintain, I'm okay with that. I would like to go up some more, but maintaining is not bad. I do need to do a little more crafting. I've been missing the crafting, the paper crafting. Yeah. So I really need to do some of it. And then I've got so much planned for cooking, and I still haven't got all that done. I want to make bread. I want to, you know, and I want to start with the easy breads and work up into the yeast breads, and, you know, do some of that stuff. The reason why I haven't done it is because of my blood sugar, because I'll eat it. I will eat it. If it's here in this house, I will eat it because it's what we've got to eat. You know, you don't throw out food, especially when you're not sure if you're going to get it again anymore. And I'm smoking on this live stream. So sorry, but it's just who I am today. So I'm just going to do it. And if people don't want to watch it, that's okay, because the good ones are in here watching it now. All my good friends are in here watching it now. Kathy, I wish you'd bring me a hamburger so I didn't have to cook. Just hop on your private plane and bring one over. Oh, yeah, Clint, I've smoked since I was 14, honey. Since I was 14 years old. Quit for 2 years and went back to it. Okay. Yeah, it's a bad habit. Well, it's not good for my waist either, Mark. This is a problem because I made that pie, and let me tell you that me and Tom ate that pie. And it went right past the lips and on to the hips. The same way with the cake. We ate a full cake. Took us a couple of days, but we got her done. You know. But I'm cooking my food. I am cooking on my budget and on my, you know, so there's no, I can't just make it and say, okay, kids, come after it, because I can't afford that. The kids are helping buy it. That's right. That is right. Except that my blood sugar went crazy, honey, and I mean, it went crazy bad. So I haven't done anything in the last few days because I've had to deal with that, and it was serious. Like I said, I have been normal for years now, and then this lockdown and this cooking like I've been doing, my blood sugar went completely sky high. Most of it was stress, though, because I lost my rings and everything went crazy. We were crazy haywire, and but I had to take 3 extra doses of insulin to bring it down, and it still didn't come down to normal. So, you know, I'm just kind of hanging out until I can get things back down to normal. And then I can go back to doing what I plan to do. And I want to make some hush puppies, which, no, they're not shoes. They are corn rounds, corn cakes. Well, corn balls, actually. Corn, made out of cornbread. Good with fish. You would love them. And then I want to make some fry bread, some Navajo fry bread, which is super good. Oh, okay, honey. Plug it in. Are you outside still? Go in and plug it in, and then you can keep talking. Adrian. But anyway, yes, I want to make some Navajo fry bread, which is, you know, something that you probably haven't all seen done. Don't let you near the kayak. Oh, see, yes, that sounds good. And really, Adrian, go plug it in and come back in. You can do it. You can watch it. Love you, hon. In case you don't. Good night. But anyway, I want to do that, and then I want to go into the breads, you know, into making the yeast rolls and the yeast breads, and you know, the savory breads. And bye bye, hon. And do some of that. And then I'm going to do, I think, I may just do desserts for a while. I have so many desserts that I could fix that are easy and fun and fast. And, you know, I've got books that go back to the 1930s. I could go back to the 1930s type desserts and make. So, yes, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm all for it, Kathy, if we can. Is tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Sunday, right? It's not Mother's Day, is it? When's Mother's Day? The 15th? Because she was talking about doing that on Mother's Day, but I don't know if I want to do that on Mother's Day or not. But yeah, Kathy, let's do that. My cigarette has gone out. Next week is Mother's Day. Okay. And I'm not sure about the Mother's Day one, but you know, I might, because I don't know what the kids are going to do. And you know, really, we can't get together. It's so sad. It's just so sad. But you know, I told them, I said, kids, there is no reason you can't come down here, and we can't set out in the yard and visit with 3 to 6 foot apart. You know, there's no reason that we can't do that. You go buy my groceries, you bring them in the house. There's no reason they can't come and do that. More could my grandkids could do that, and the great grandkids can play. That's what they do. They run all over this yard, and they do whatever they want to do. And you know, if they love me, they're at my knees anyway. You know, we could barbecue, we could do whatever. It's not like I don't have 3 acres out there for them to play on, you know. And I'm beginning to need that. I'm beginning to need that. This is crazy. I mean, Lori was over here today, and we were supposed to go down to the cemetery and do some things and just get out, and it hasn't happened, and now it's too late to go. But you know, and I'm not complaining because she helps me all the time, and she's, you know, she goes all the time and she works all the time. Hi, Clara. How are you, darling? It's good to see you, honey. I'm talking about making that fry bread you requested. I am. But it didn't happen today because it's so hot today. Are you staying cool? Clara's not far from me. So, you know, well, I mean, she's in Kansas, but I'm just an hour from the Kansas line. So it's not like we're, you know, way far apart. We could do both. I thought Mother's Day was on Sunday. I don't know why. I seen your garden, your plants growing. They look great. I'm just gonna let my son bring them to me. Hi, Judy. Look at everybody coming in here. Oh, how wonderful. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. I love it. So anyway, that's you know, it's this stuff, this stuff that's out there in this world today is about to get me down, and I'm ready to have a little bit of leeway, a little bit. I'm not asking for a lot, but a leeway to be able to have a little bit of life. And we have to do it securely and conscientiously, and not just, you know, come hugging on grandma, because that's not going to work. But they could sit in my yard and we could visit. She is on a roll. She is so creative. And yes, everybody, I'm smoking on this one. It's just a chat stream, and it's just a live stream, and you know, I know, I know. That's what gets me, is because they don't care if they're carriers. They don't care if they're going to affect somebody. That's what you should wear. And gloves. And then sanitize completely when you get home. I feel so overdressed. Oh, Pete. He is something else. Clara, is it hot there today, honey? Oh my God, it's so hot in this house today. Even my curtains are out of whack back there in that room. Yes, March, you are. And they are lovely. And good friends. They're very good friends of mine. Oh, I'm worried about the meat situation and for them to be forced to go back in and not have the 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 safety in place. It's just that's just wrong. I'm sorry, it's wrong. It's there's no reason that those big corporations don't have the money. They may be losing money right now, but there's no reason for them not to have the money to put the safety in place so that they can make some money. That makes me mad. It makes me mad. And I can't I can't fathom being told that I had to go back to work, even if it meant my life and my children's lives, because you take that stuff home. I can't fathom that. I wish it was here. We're up in the 80s and it is hot. So I bet it is. I bet it is. And I know that it's been hot in California as well and Arizona. And I made some with some fusible lining and they're not too bad. I was afraid of them, but yeah I know it's hot here too, Judy. It's we're both in Missouri, so it is hot and humid, and that's one of the reasons why Lori didn't make it today. But I'm not terribly unhappy because I don't know if I could breathe out there in this heat. You know, I'd have to take my oxygen, and yes, yeah, it is. I bet it is. So that's one reason I couldn't stand Florida because it is too hot. And I have a hard enough time. 62 there. Mm, that's perfect. That's just perfect. It is. It's humid here, as Judy knows. And when the humidity gets up, oh my Lord, that 86 is really hot. It's really hot. You know, I was in Arizona, and it was. Oh wow. You have to put your oxygen in underneath them so you can breathe that oxygen. Yes, it is. It is a killer. I was in Arizona and it was like 89, 90 degrees, and it was just a perfect day, because they didn't have any humidity. You do put your oxygen on underneath it, me too, because I can't stand them if I don't. Or, I got to have them. Yeah, it's got to go underneath it because it's got to cover your nose. But yeah, she's in Florida. It's just hot there, humid and hot, because she's water all around her. But yeah, and of course I'm landlocked, so there's lots of water around us in the Ozarks. So there's lots of water here in Missouri, and of course lots of green plants making moisture and oxygen, and then we get rain. Kathy, you filmed Alexa getting smart with you. She does do kind of what she wants to do. She back doctor. Yes. No, I don't have one, but I have the app on my phone. Uh, and I do have it now on the computer. Ask Cortana. Talk to Cortana. I wonder what happened if I said something to Cortana. Nicholas hasn't found her yet. I just said, Dad, you guys tickled me to death. Oh, Lord have mercy. I have not tried out Cortana on this and don't really want to. But she's on here, waiting. Cathys. Oh my God. I believe myself. That's gonna make it. That's okay. I've lost it. Oh God. Oh. I'm gonna start coughing again. That's too funny. Oh my Lord. Oh, Kathy. Oh, I'm trying to please myself. Oh, oh my Lord have mercy. I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm going to laugh over that all night long. I'm going to laugh over it. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I can do that to Cortana. Let's see. Have you had any good sex yet? Cortana.
I can't connect at the moment. Try again in a little bit.
How come you can't connect? How come you can't connect?
I pulled up some videos for you.
She doesn't talk like that, Kathy. She's too busy pleasing herself. I shut that down. She doesn't work like that. So, oh, good Lord, have mercy. Well, I didn't look to see what they were, but they weren't. I didn't see any. And she said she couldn't connect. Yeah, it does seem scary, Laura. I don't, you know, I keep those things shut off usually because I don't want. The other night I was playing a game and watching a video, and all of a sudden my computer started talking to me, which, is because they've Cortana has come up, and I don't need her button on here. There you go. There you go. There's nothing better that we do, Kathy. I'll tell you right now. If you've got that kind of stuff in your home, and I don't turn my location on my phone. That it puts me all over. It puts me in Kansas. It puts me in, like Fort Leonard Wood and all over, but it never quite hones in on Billings. And I just don't turn them on. I don't like them. I don't want to be tracked. I'm like, and of course they can track me on this IP address. They can, but oh my gosh, I can't imagine having a conversation with her and then answering like that. Sorry. Run, Mar, run. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, see, this is perfect. This is a perfect live stream to me. When you can laugh and you can have fun with your friends, it's a perfect live stream. Yeah, no kidding. Oh. Hello, dirt diggers. How are you, hon? Welcome to our nutty world. We're having fun. Come in and join the laughter. I haven't quit laughing over Cathys yet, because she said Alexa answered her and it was super funny. Super funny. I think I should put on here. How old am I? Well, hello, question mark. No, I do not remember you. You are a question mark. So no, I don't remember you. Who are you? Tell me. She's 12 going on 13. Who is, sweetheart? Well, hello, Amy. How are you? Happy Saturday to you. How old are you, Mary? Do you remember me? And hi. We used to be friends in high school. Okay. I'm going to have to give me a few clues more of that. Well, let's see. We used to be friends in high school, it says. But it's a question mark. Why not have your name on it? I had lots of friends in high school. I can't believe that I don't remember you either, question mark. Because you forgot. Well, if we were in high school together, you should have a roundabout ballpark figure. Okay. Now you're gone. Now, Kathy, gone. And you can block him because I've never done meth in my life. Nor will I ever. And if you can't do it, I can. Did you get him, Kathy? Yeah, you know, we did meth once. Hell, there wasn't even such a thing as meth when I was in high school. I'm older than meth. Oh, but you can't. Okay, well, I can block him. I can block him. Get up here in the right spot. Block this user. And now he's gone. Okay, I got him blocked. I honest to God, I'm older than meth. So I didn't know who that guy was, but he was a little strange. Question mark. Question mark. The question is, what are you fishing for? Oh, Lord have mercy. The trolls that are on this thing. Honestly, I haven't had a troll in a long time though. So, you know, I thought he was kind of funny. You should, you know, how old are you? I don't remember. Well, if he was in high school with me, be the same age. Or close to it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, hello, Adrian. You were back in. No kidding. I wanted to see what else he said. When he come back with, we did meth together, I knew that, you know, there was nothing in this, and I knew it anyway. But, you know, when you're older than meth, you know, there's a problem there. Yeah, yeah, no kidding. No, Judy, did you post a picture of your new great grandbaby? I haven't been on today on Facebook. I have I've been on YouTube since I got up at 1. Oh, Judy. Cool. I will go look. I will go look. I will go look. I bet she is beautiful. That's hello, Sandra. How are you, honey? Thank you. Thank you, Adrian. I blocked him. He is not going to come back on my channel. But you know, the trouble is that they get into your subs and that kind of thing, and that just yeah. Well, and we need to watch the new accounts. But I knew he was a troll. You know, and who goes around with the question mark for the name? Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. And I am tickled he's gone. You know, I knew. I mean, you can look at me and guess my age. Just, Jesus, it's not like I'm a spring chicken. It's not like I'm a spring chicken. Oh, I hate this oxygen on my face while I'm online though. Oh, that's just wild. I mean, do you remember me? Well, you should. I mean, the way he started out, I thought, okay, who is this playing a joke on me? You know, and I thought it might be a joke. You make grape knee-high floats? We've always just made root beer floats or Coke floats. No, no grape. Although I bet orange would be good. She did. She was on him. She said, Mary, you want me to? And I said, well, let him be just a minute because I wanted to see what he said next. Didn't he come up with that thing about doing math? And I'm like, hell, I'm older than math. Math was not something they did when I was in school. They didn't make it. They didn't know about it. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sure I'll give a thumbs down on everything, but who cares? I just don't care. They don't let them bother me too bad. You know, if they give you a thumbs down, they have, there you go, Kathy. Yes, orange with orange sherbet would be delicious. But I just don't let them worry me too bad. I take them with a grain of salt. People that do not have any life are the people that do that kind of thing. And I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them that they don't have any more of a life than to do the kind of things that they do. And if they think they're going to get any information off this old lady, they might get my bank account, but there is no money in it. They might get my, you know, I am so broke that it doesn't, I just don't worry about it. And I have different passwords for all of that and that kind of thing. And here we go. Now this one can go right now. Okay, we're not even going to time him out. He was just blocked. Because let me tell you that nobody, that kind of thing will not happen on my live stream. I am not racist. I am not prejudiced. And I don't like it when they do it. No way. In fact, I was going to talk to you about the census. This has got me started. I'm sorry. Hang on a minute because I'm going to have a little chat here. I'm going to have a little discussion. I filled out my census. I've got it ready to mail. I actually put a note in this, and I hope they get it. You know, I put a note in the census, but I have another copy of it here because that's the second one they sent me. If I can find it, I will pull it out. But it asks about nothing but family members, people that might live with you. It didn't ask about land, it didn't ask about your home. Blocking, which one, honey? I've missed somebody. The white racist one I already did. Bye, Mart. Bye, hun. Thank you for coming in. Bye, metal above me. Okay, let me see. Okay, I've already got him, I think, honey. Oh, I don't see that one. Has someone got him? Yeah, come on in, Tinks. Another one. Don't see him, Kathy. I don't see him. Somebody must have got him. I don't see him. But anyway, when I opened this up and I started filling it out, it's all about the people that you live with. And they have a space for up to 15 people. The only questions they ask is if you live alone, if you own your home. I think they did ask that, or rent. And are you white or Hispanic or Asian or Native American or what have you? That's all they ask. It is nothing in the world except racist profiling. That makes me mad. It makes me mad. And it is the whole thing. The whole thing. No other questions on it. That's the whole thing. That's not right. That is not right for our government to be racially profiling the people of this country. So that's my political rant today. Because that's wrong. That is so wrong. Yeah, we need more. I guess I've been on long enough for them to start seeing me, I guess. But no, I won't put up with white supremacist or that kind of thing in my live streams, or any kind of racial talk, or any kind of that kind of thing. Absolutely not. I will not put up with it, because I have known some angels that were black, and I have known some angels that were Hispanic, and I have known some people that were Asian that were good people. And no, it's not right. Oh, Tinks, I'm sorry. We had a troll, and he was a white supremacist. And then I got started on the census, because it's nothing but racial profiling by the government, and I am terribly livid about it. I don't care if they come after me. We're saying it on a live stream because it's true. It's true. But we have been laughing and cutting up and carrying on and enjoying the heck out of this live stream, Tinks. And we're so glad you come in to join us. I'm still laughing over Alexis talking to Kathy. Did you, Clara? Thank you. I'm telling you, it's just ridiculous. The things that you get, and the things that people don't have better things to do. You know, if I'd have done something like that, my mother would have kicked my butt from here to hell and back. And I'll guarantee you that I'd have been working for the rest of my life at her beck and call. She would have took me down. She would have. Tiggs, I'm doing well, honey. How are you? I slept till 1 o'clock today, so I've been pretty good this afternoon. But I had been terribly depressed for a while because, you know, I got hit with, I lost my rings, for one thing, which was a big story, and it's in here. But I lost my rings, and then I got hit with, you have to stay in another month. And I just kind of went down. I was like, no, absolutely not. So I've slept for 3 days, and I'm feeling pretty good today. I got over it. No, hate speech is not good. It's not good. And it's not necessary. There are good people in every race, in this world. There's bad people too. But one bad apple does not spoil the barrel. You know, it doesn't spoil the barrel. But those bad apples don't need to be in my barrel. They can just stay away from my barrel. So, you know, I try not to get too political, and I always have, but there are some things that I am very political about, and that is one of them. I did find my rings. I did find them. They're on my hands. I did find them. And I've got to put this back on a minute. This was my mother's, get it turned around here. This was my mother's anniversary ring. Oh. And she gave that to me on her deathbed. Then she got better and was going to come home, and she looked at me and she said, Mary, have you got my ring? And I said, yes. And she said, I kind of want that for a while. So I gave it back to her. And again, then I got it after she died. But it was, you know, it's precious to me. And that no amount of money can replace that. It is lovely. It's a beautiful ring. And she talked to my sister and I about cutting it up and making us both something out of it. And my sister said, I have your wedding rings. I am not cutting up that ring. That's Mary's. And I said, well, good, because I was going to give it to Kathy because I wouldn't cut it up either. You know, but yeah, I found them in the house after going through 2 trash cans, metal detecting my yard, looking under the bed, over the bed, in the bed, every table in the house, everything else. I found it in my clean laundry basket where I pulled clothes out of the laundry and pulled it off. And thank God I did, because that was a big day. It was a scary day. So, yeah, I've got it on, and it's going to stay there, and I'm going to get some a clip to take up the back side of it so it's not loose. It's not loose right now because my hands are a little swelled, but it gets that way. And as you can tell, this one is not worth much, but it's a pretty ring. And then this one is my oh, what do they call that? Rose gold and gold and silver. And it's here, and it's hearts. No, it's leaves. So I like that too. Anyway, this is probably the most expensive thing that I have ever had, and it's one of the most precious things to me that I've ever had. And it makes it more precious that she actually asked for it back. Bless her heart, because she just was not done with it. She said, I'm just not done. Oh, how I love my mother and dad, and I miss them bad. They were good people, and they were good advisors, and they kept me straight. I know. He could detect the gold. I do have a little gold, but not much. I sold a bunch of my gold in order to live after Herb died. So, you know, I don't have much left. But it got us through, and I'm thankful for that. So, you know, you do what you have to do, and when you have to do it, and do it, and then you smile because it's giving you something that, you know, those things were precious to me a little bit, but, you know, so was eating. So was eating and keeping the roof over my head. And I'm just blessed that I had them. So, you got to be, you got to look at the bright side, to be blessed that you had something that would do that for you, or to be blessed that we have a home, that we have family. We are blessed, those that are here or whatever are blessed with the people that they have. And never forget that. Never forget that there are people that don't have one, that don't have a home, that don't have family that knows about them, knows whether they're alive or dead, or maybe even cares. How sad is that? How sad is that? So we are so blessed in this life. And I'm blessed with you all. Oh my gosh. You all are my company. You're my friends. You make me feel so good. You make me laugh, which is a precious, precious gift. And you give it to me every time you all come in. So how can I not say that I am blessed? Because I am. I oh, there's sometimes I don't, Tinks. I know. I mean, everybody has their good and bad, but on here, I do. I mean, I do try, and I try to talk to myself about it because, if you don't talk to yourself about it, sometimes you forget and you let that anger and all that stuff take you down, which is what it was doing to me. So yes, I'm talking about it. Alexa is my favorite. Ask her if she's had sex again. You've got to film that. So, yes. um, sometimes I have to remind myself, and that's the reason I talk about it. And the other thing is drama. We don't need the drama. We don't need any drama at all. So I love my new metal detecting family that are such loving people and give me a lot of love, and all of you that come in. Oh my gosh, it's just perfect. It's just perfect, and there's no reason for drama. Drama is something that we have, that we have unwanted a lot of times in our lives, but we deal with it and we get rid of it and we do it when we go on. And here, stinks. So funny. But anyway, yes, blessings have come to me, and I am thrilled. And Kathy has, oh my Lord, did you ask her again? She's in the den. She's hiding out, huh? She needs some privacy. Yes, honey, Sandra, that's right. Just surround yourself with the good things. And like I said, I got pretty down. And when they asked me to stay in another month, I got pretty down. I've got to say, I just got down. I was blue. I was depressed. I wanted nothing but sleep. And so I did. I slept for 3 days. But I can't stay that way. I can't stay that way. Life is too short to live it like that. And there you go. Life is way too short to live it like that. You have to get up, get to laughing, find the good things, and say, oh my God, how blessed I am, and I am today. And that's what I'm trying to do, just say how blessed I am and that I am today. You do, and it doesn't have anything to do with money or anything else. It's that feeling inside, it's that feeling inside. It's just a perfect thing that you can acquire. Sometimes it's hard, but you can. And I want y'all to know that you can't do it. You can't lift yourself up. You can say, I don't have to be this way. You can say, there's better things waiting for me. And we need to find those better things. We need to search them out, and we need to be a part of better things and not the blue things. No, she is not winning, and she cannot win. That is the sad thing, because people who are that sad they never win. They never win because they never find their happiness. They never find what they're looking for. And that is what's sad about them. Because they probably have love surrounding them and they don't even see it. And that's sad. You know, if you have people that are doing for you or taking care of you or calling you or being a part of your life in any way, you have people that care for you. And sometimes we are too damn blind to see it. Excuse my language, but that's the truth. Sometimes we are too blind to see it. And you've got to open your eyes. You've got to open your heart, because that's the only way you're going to win anything. Because you have to find that happiness in yourself. Yes, and that's right. They don't want anybody to be happy because they're so miserable. But that's not going to make them any better. It's not going to make them any better. And, you know, I'm not a therapist. I never professed to be a therapist. But I know this from hard knocks and lots of kicking in the ass in the life that I have lived and had to live, that you have to find your own happiness. You have to see it when it comes to you. You have to embrace it. You have to be a part of it. If you don't, you are just a sad, miserable human being. And I feel sorry for you, because it's out there. It's out there. You're right. I'm playing one right now. But you have to say, you have to put aside, find one little string and not be afraid not. You can't hold on to it right now. But you can hold on to a sturdy string, and if you do, you can pull yourself up. And it's a good thing to do. And we have been so blessed with the happiness on today that we're not going to let the trolls get to us. We're not going to let them get to us, because this has been absolutely the most beautiful, fun live stream that I think I've ever had. I've never laughed so hard in my life. I thought I was going to lose my breath completely and laughing. It's been too fun. So, you know, we have our happiness, and we're not going to worry about them, because they're going to have to find their own. That's it. They're going to have to find their own. They can't find it in a live stream that you're laughing and cutting up and carrying on and doing stuff like that. Then they don't see it at all. And I feel so sorry for them. I feel so sorry for them. So here we are. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. I play one on YouTube. Laughter is the best medicine, definitely. Definitely, because it lifts you up, and it puts you on an elevated plane above that sorrow and that blackness below. It's teaching you new curse words, Kathy. Honey, take a pen to it. Score it with a pen. I can't believe you're crafting. I haven't touched a thing. I'm still sitting here. I've showed my little quilt and I showed that doll, and that's all I've even showed. I'm just sitting here talking. I'm too lazy to craft. And I'm too hot to cook. So there's no going, I've got to cook. Because I've got to fix Tom something because he's already asked for it. And he's sitting in there playing his game. Thankfully, he's playing his game. What are you making? I drew a pattern. I drew this apron pattern on here. Oh, yeah. What, honey? Tom said mama. I don't know what for, but. Oh, sweetheart. Are we going to try to do the Mandela thing? Because I could get a canvas down and I could do it on that, but I'd have to find lots of different fabrics, which I don't know if I have the right type of fabrics. But are we going live tomorrow? By any chance? We never did make up our minds, I don't think, Kathy. Okay, honey. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know that I have enough. I've got lots of different types of material, but I don't know if I have enough to actually do a full mandala or and besides that, mandalas are not my thing. I'd rather do a floral wall hanging and do it with material and draw my own florals and put them together because I know what I like, and I want them. I'm not too into just sitting and playing with mandalas, and that's just the way I am. So I mean, I think I would enjoy coloring one once in a while, but I don't think I want to make them. Honey, I'm going to make those hush puppies next if I can. Well, tonight I'm going to make burritos, but I've already filmed burritos. So I'm going to make the hush puppies, and then I'm going to make Navajo fry bread. It's the next two videos I'm going to do. And the fry bread is really good. So I really want to do it. And then I'm going to go into some bread making, I think. I might cook. I'm thinking about making a big old pot of spaghetti this next week, so I will probably film that. So I think you could, Kathy. It's just I don't know. They're just intricate. Yeah, yeah, Laura. I just really want to do the fry bread, and it's so simple, and I think it'd be fun. Do and the bread, the fry bread. I can give that to my family, and they will eat it. And I'm not giving away a whole lot of my food stuff. That you know, that I give them stuff that I make all the time. After we get done eating it, well, I give them, you know, the leftovers and let them eat on them. But um, fried chicken and banana bread. I have got 10 pounds of chicken legs in my freezer. I have got to cook. I have got to cook them. I'm going to have to do a 10-pound chicken leg fry, and I'm telling you, it's going to be massive. That's me. That's me ringing that doorbell, Kathy. I'm recording now. I've done left the studio. I'm going after the fried chicken. So anyway, that's kind of what I've got planned, and doing some sewing, because I've got to get back on my little quilt. Kids, you know, all I like is doing the embroidery. And if I just got my sewing machine set up and hit it. Here's his little quilt. I can get it in the camera. Here's his little quilt that I've made him. And over here we have the moon. Then the cloud with his name on it. That's the start of the clouds. And I did that on the sewing machine. And then below it is another big cloud. And on it, I have got to do the embroidery on that. And on it, it says, I love you high to sky, whole world over, which is what I've always told my kids and my grandkids. So I've got to get that finished, and then it's ready to put together if I just get it done. So anyway, that needs to be worked on. And then I could send it home to my little Asher, who is absolutely a doll baby. And, you know, 3 months old. I keep saying 3 months old. I have got told him. Yeah, Jane, we're coming for dinner. Hold some back for us. So I love to watch other people cook and do things. So if you all want to cook and make something on TV, oh, thank you, Jane. It is pretty, but it's not what I wanted to make him, and it's really been difficult for me to finish it up because I'm just so tired of it, because it's not what I wanted to do for him. I wanted to make color for this baby, and you know, and I do love this, and it's going to be pretty. Bye, Clara. Love you, honey. And so anyway, I bet it wouldn't take long if I would just sit down and put my mind to it. And then I could quilt it and be done with it and be happy again, not have to worry about it. So I got to get my head wrapped around all that. Can find that happiness. Love you, Clara. Thanks for coming, honey. It's been so wonderful to see everybody today. And guys, it's almost 6 o'clock here. And I've got to go fix Tom some burritos. He's heard the word. He's not going to let me get by without making them. So I'm going to have to go fry up some hamburger and get out some stuff and make them. I wish I had some frozen ones because I wouldn't be doing this. But I am going to have to get off of here. We've been on for almost 3 hours. What a wonderful, wonderful day this has been. What a wonderful live stream. I am so pumped that everybody coming in to see me. And I'm so blessed that you all have. And you know, I said it before and I'll say it again, you bless me. So yeah, everybody's hungry now, and it's going to take a while to make these burritos. So I'm going to have to get up and get in there and get her done. So I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. It's been a lovely time. So, mwah, all of you. You're so near and dear to me. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.